Hi there Scorpio, and welcome to your reading. This reading is for mid-July to mid-August 2020, and we'll just be looking into the cards to see what you can expect for the next 30 days or so. Okay, so let's just jump straight in. Guys, yeah, please bear in mind that this is a general reading. Not everything will be applicable, so please do take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you did want a personal reading, just follow the link in the description box below. Okay, let's see what's coming. Okay. Two more cards. What can Scorpio expect? That didn't fall out, so I'll just keep going. What can Scorpio expect? Okay. Okay, so the theme of your reading is the Eight of Wands. So for the next 30 days or so, or maybe you've already gone through this quite recently, I'm getting the impression that you've been, you spent a long time thinking and now it's just action mode. You're just like completely throwing yourself into whatever needs to be done and you're ticking things off your list. So there's a lot of action. Yeah, just kind of like whatever it is that you had going on or you were thinking about, you're just throwing yourself into that and making the best of whatever comes your way. Okay. So in terms of your situation, yeah, this is just further highlighting that that Eight of Wands energy. You're hard at work. It's kind of like you've established your goals, you've figured them out, and now you're taking all the action that you need to make it happen. So you're hard at work. This is the period for you where you're just getting things done. And okay, so with the Six of Wands in reverse, for some of you I feel like you will have already ticked off some of the things that you wanted to do, but it feels like maybe you didn't get the recognition or the applause that you were hoping for. It's as if like nobody really took any interest, or it just wasn't that big of a deal, even though for you worked really hard at this and you wanted to, you were just expecting, I don't know, maybe like well done or something, but that didn't come through for you, which is a bit disappointing. But based on your other cards, I don't feel like it held you back for too long. I feel like you just carried on pushing forward. So in terms of your subconscious card, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So whilst you are taking rapid action, I feel like below the surface you are wondering if you're moving too fast. For some of you I feel like this might be career, and for some of you it might be a relationship. But whatever the situation is for you, obviously take what resonates. But below the surface you're just wondering, did I act too quickly? Did I make the right decision here? But I don't feel like it's it's weighing you down, if that makes sense. I feel like it's like a fleeting thought. You're like, maybe, but actually I do feel quite fulfilled, so I don't regret what I've done. I don't regret the actions that I've taken, which is good. Okay, so in terms of your past energy, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. So I feel like in the past, depending if we are talking about the situation, there was a lot of confusion here that was halting you. It was stopping you from taking this really quick action, and it held you back for quite a while. That you ended up becoming quite guarded. You were just like, you know what, I don't want to ask you for your opinion. I don't want anybody's input on this. I need to figure this out for myself. So once you stop listening to them, you just jump straight into whatever it is that you had in mind, and it's actually started coming together. So I feel like that was the best move that you could have made, following your own intuition and knowing that if you did take inspired action, it actually was in your best interest anyway. That's what I can see from your cards. Okay, so in terms of your current, your present, we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this just further highlights the Six of Wands energy that we saw before. It feels like when you didn't get that recognition that you were hoping for, it did feel like you were kind of like left out in the cold. For some of you, I feel like it was quite upsetting. Maybe it did affect you more than you wanted to let on. But I feel like regardless of whether you got that round of applause or that recognition that you were looking for, you just carry on moving forward. So whilst the situation may not be ideal, yeah, it's like you know what you're heading towards, and you're just carrying on with that. You're carrying on with that basically, which is good for you. I mean, yeah, it's difficult to how can I put this? It's easier to expect things from ourselves than it is to expect something from other people. That's the best way I can put this. So as long as you're meeting your own expectations, don't worry too much about how other people are perceiving it or reacting to what you're doing. Okay, so we have in your future energy the Queen of Swords. So with the Queen of Swords, I feel like by actually taking these steps, you're a lot more level-headed now. You feel like you can think clearly and see things for how they are and what they are. So now you can be a bit more strategic about how you want things to unfold, how you want to approach situations. So yeah, whilst you didn't get the most support that whilst you didn't get the support that you were looking for in this situation, it actually did lead you down to where you were supposed to go. It fulfilled your needs. And if it hasn't yet, then it will fulfill your needs, because this is in the future. So, yeah, so if this hasn't come through for you yet, I can reassure you, like, this will tick your boxes and it will make you happier. It'll give you that clarity that you're looking for, which is good. Okay. So with the Hierophant, I feel like this is your power card, by the way, and with the Hierophant, it's kind of it's like you're on this journey to find out more about yourself, and about who you are. You're on this journey to, I guess, enlightenment. That's what I'm getting for some of you. Whether that's like in a self-development perspective, from a self-development perspective, or from a spiritual perspective, your search towards this kind of like this deeper meaning has actually paid off for you. in the past, and it's this curiosity that you have that actually brings a lot of opportunity your way, because you're not afraid to ask the big questions. You're not afraid to I don't know why I have the feeling like you're not afraid to look look silly for asking certain questions, because you're just here to understand. You want to learn, you want to know, and that is your biggest power, basically. So keep that curiosity alive. It has served you in the past and it will serve you in future. And yeah, I feel like for some of you this is about self-development. Whether it's self-development or spirituality, continue pursuing this. It really does work in your favour. Okay, so in terms of your environment, we have the Ten of Wands. With the Ten of Wands being in your environment, I feel like we actually need a clarity card on this. Give me a second. Oh, okay, that came out a lot quicker than I expected. Okay, so just quickly, bottom deck energy there is the Devil. I feel like this thing that you've done has actually inspired action around you. It's made a lot of people feel like they can go after what they want as well. That's the impression that I'm getting. So we have the Three of Cups and the Ten of Wands. And if this is representative of your environment, it's as if like you've brought people together in a way that you didn't anticipate by taking this inspired action. And now you've inspired them to basically go after what they want as well. So now they're hard at work. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that they didn't give you the recognition that you deserved for taking this action, but they were inspired by you. They may not say it to your face, they may not be quite direct about this, but you've initiated a lot of change in your own life, and you've influenced a lot of people in the process. So that's pretty cool. That's very, very Scorpio of you. Okay. In terms of hopes and fears, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like this inspired action that you took actually did pay off for you. It actually gave you exactly what you were looking for. It's as if like you knew what you were after and you went straight in, and it's like no one knows you better than you know yourself, Scorpio. Like nobody can tell you about you. That's the impression that I'm getting. And by taking these steps, even if nobody agreed with you, even if nobody saw why you would take this action, it actually paid off for you. So, good on you. And lastly, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse as the outcome. Okay, I just want to pull a clarity card on this one actually. What is the Ace of Wands trying to tell us? What does Scorpio need to know? Okay. So we have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Sun. Okay. Interesting. So I feel like with everything that's come together, you do feel fulfilled. You are happy. There's a lot of joy to be expected by having this achievement. But for some reason, some of you already feel bored. I don't know why I'm picking up on that. This situation does tick all your boxes, but there's this kind of like lack of passion or energy all of a sudden. I don't think it's necessarily negative. I think it just means like, okay, so I've ticked this off my list, now what? What should I do next? What can I work on next? Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad sign. It's just human nature. That's how I'm perceiving that. It's, yeah, like what can I do now that I've accomplished this? So, yeah, I feel like you'll be back in planning mode very soon. But it looks like the next 30 days will be very promising for you. If they haven't been quite successful already, if you haven't had a lot of good fortune come your way, then you can anticipate that for the next 30 days or so. Okay, so that brings me to the end of your reading, Scorpio. Hopefully that was useful and gave you some clarity. If you did enjoy the reading, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys very soon. Thanks for listening, Scorpio. Speak to you soon. Bye.